Hello Radan and everyone else. This is a little video about the Novation Nova, and you may be looking at that image there and thinking, blimey, I can't see it, but don't panic. I've got the camera mounted on a special modified stand which is pointing directly over it, so that's a good thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring it all into, I'm going to get the biggest image I can, which I think is around there. So there we go. Okay, we'll get started. Now, there's two primary modes in this machine, performance and program. These two buttons over here determine which mode you're in. At the moment we're in the program mode. You can see that because it says it on the display here. This control selects between the B bank and the A bank. So there's 256 programs in this unit, and there are 128 performances. We'll talk about performances in a minute, but we're just on the A bank at the moment. I should point out that in your manual on page 133, or page 132 and 133, sorry, you will see here are the programs, for example, that are shown in bank A. You can see them all there. And then on page, on the next page, sorry, that was page 132. Page 133 has got the programs in the B bank as well. It's not a big deal, but it's not a bad idea to, you can sort of see them by name there. On page 134, you've got all the performances as well. So just thought I'd point that out. Now, this wheel, this knob at the top only controls the A and the B bank. This wheel enables you to select programs pretty quickly. The faster you turn it, the faster it goes. But we'll just take it back to 0 here. I actually like using these buttons here, actually. You can use these up-down program buttons here, which are rather good. Now, every control is live for every program, so if you want to just start fiddling with cutoff frequencies, you can, you see. You can add resonance here. We could change the attack of the sound here, the release. Just press program again and you will go back to where you were and you can sort of move on, you know. And you can go up into the B bank if you want, and just have a look around, you know. And so on. We'll just go back to the A bank and press program, always to get back to where you want to be. And you can just go looking for things here. Nice pads and things. So we can fiddle with the sounds very easily. Now, I think it's best to I think a good thing to do would be to just audition every single patch in the program mode. These are all single sounds and they're very nice, and it'll give you a fantastic idea about what it does. But the real power of this thing is in performance mode, and here's the performance button over here. So when we press it, we're now in performance mode, which means that we've got layers of sounds now. The number of layers that you've got is determined. All these lights light up. There's like 6 layers here. So the number of patches that you've got, or layers, determines by these lights. So when I press a key, 3 lights light up here, for example. Now I'll just come on to sound 24, which is nice. It's called Solaris. Now there's a few things you need to know. When I press a key, as you can see here, we've got 3 layers. So you can adjust the level of each layer. You can simply press layer 1 and you've got control of its volume. We can press layer 2 and turn its volume right down. Press layer 3, turn its volume right down. So at the moment, none of the layers have got any volume. We're still on 3, so I'll bring that back. I'll bring 2 back in now. Press button 1. Now something that you should know, which is really useful, is that you've got mute and solo buttons here, so any layer can be muted or soloed. For example, if we press 1 and we're still on 1 and I press solo here now, we're only hearing 1 and nothing else. All these controls definitely affect the sound according to the layer that you're on. So we're on layer number 1, which is this sound, right? And we've got all the usual suspects in terms of control. Like here's our cutoff. I can add resonance or take it away. I'll slow this sound down so it comes in slow, look, and I'll give it release. Give it lots of release. We'll turn it up a bit. So now we're on layer 1. If you press solo again, it'll all go back to normal. You hear all three. Let's work on the sequence bit, for example, which is layer 2, solo. So obviously the arpeggiator is involved in this, but let's slow the attack down and we'll warm it up. We'll turn its level back down. We'll come out of solo and listen to all three again. Let's press 1, go into solo. That's that lovely sound that we made earlier. I'll make it louder. Let's press 3 and go into solo. We'll slow the attack down. I'll turn it into a bandpass filter with a 24 dB slope and we'll get this. We'll add some resonance. We've got control of its volume.